How y'all doing? Welcome to Quarantine Fit Day 4. Quarantine Fit Day 4. Hope Day 3 was good to you guys. Okay, I'm sure you guys are feeling your core. Maybe a little bit, core feeling a little bit jellyish, you know what I'm saying? Maybe arms, biceps, triceps. Okay, a lot of reps there too. Okay, try to mix it up for you guys as best as I can with what we have at home and what we can do in our surrounding area, what we have readily available to us. Starting off, warm up for today is going to be a 200 meter run. So guys, if you don't really know how to gauge 200 meter run, just kind of set your clock and run from a minute if you consider yourself a pretty well runner to a minute and 35 seconds. Minute and 35 seconds, meaning that you don't consider yourself a very good runner at all. Okay, but anywhere from a minute to a minute and 30 seconds really should be what your 200 meter is at. So once you make sure you bundle up if you're doing this early. Okay, but once you do that, you're gonna come in. You're gonna start with 3 rounds of 10 dumbbell swings, 10 dumbbell push presses, and 10 dumbbell squats. Okay, so you do your 200 meter run. You do your 3 rounds. You do your 200 meter run. You do your 3 rounds. You do your 200 meter runs. You do your 3 rounds. Okay, so what a round's gonna look like for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go out. Yeah, I just came in for my 200 meter run, simulate that run really fast. Okay, I'm gonna grab my dumbbell. Okay, remember it's just a warm up. Okay, I'm gonna get ready for my dumbbell swings. So, 1 second here. I'm gonna get ready for my dumbbell swings. So, you already know, I like to kind of bring like the middle of the dumbbell in between my fingers so I get a good grip on this on both sides, kind of like I'm cupping it with my hands. I'm gonna rotate my shoulders back, my core is gonna stay tight, my back is gonna stay nice and flat, but I'm gonna hinge. So if I were to cut myself up with the hips, my hips are gonna go backwards with a slight knee bend. That dumbbell is gonna go with me. It's not gonna be down here, you guys. Okay, we're not rounding our backs, none of that stuff. We're firing through with our hips and our hamstrings into a Russian position, okay, into eye level position. So I just finished my run. I'm gonna come in and swing. 1, 2, 3, 4 until I get to 10. Once I've gotten to 10, I'm going to move on to my dumbbell push press. I'm going to hold this in front rack position, okay? Elbows in nice and tight, core is tight, dip and drive. When you dip, stay on the heels, keep your chest tall, drive through your hips, okay? Make sure we utilize our hips, our hamstrings, our quads, our whole legs by staying grounded in our dip, firing out of our dip fast and aggressively like so. Dip, drive, 1, dip, drive, 2, dip, drive, 3, dip, drive, 10. So I just finished my 10 swings, my 10 push presses, and then I'm gonna hold this kettlebell right, this dumbbell right in that same position. I'm gonna squat 10 times, chest nice and tall, guys. You guys all know this. Hips back, knees are out. Okay, boom, full depth, squeeze your butt at the top. Once you've done 10 of those, that completes 1 round. You're gonna do that 3 times, so expect the warm up to take a little longer than usual, okay? Ease into it. Maybe try to increase intensity a little bit as you get a little bit deeper in the rounds, okay? But that is your warm-up, okay? Moving right on here, what we're going to be going over is our mobility. First and foremost, we're going to be getting in a couch position, guys. So if you have a mat at home, use a mat. If you have a rug, that should be fine too. Get your back under your foot on that mat. On that wall, or on that bench, or on that couch. Okay, it is called the couch position for a reason. Okay, drive your butt back towards you, squeeze your glutes. Okay, squeeze your quads. Arms up and over your head, and drive your hip into the ground. Hold it for a 30-second count. Then we're gonna come back down and drive our hips slowly into the ground. Okay, for a 30-second count. Okay, we'll do that on both sides. Once we've done that, we're gonna go ahead and move to our next. What the hell is this? Move to our next stretch, which is going to be the seal pose. Okay, so kind of opening up a little bit of that abdominal areas. We did a lot of core work yesterday. So I want you guys to get his feet together in the back. Let's lay down on our chest. Let's keep our hips and thighs on the floor. Let's press ourselves up. Rotate our shoulders to the sky, relax, rotate those shoulders back and up to the sky. Just relax and breathe, guys. Keeping those hips on the ground. We're gonna hold this for 1 minute, all right? So we get the couch stretch, we got the seal pose, then we're gonna go into a shoulders variation of a banded shoulder on the door, but with no actual band. So, what that's gonna look like, okay, is I'm gonna grab that doorway here. Okay, I'll give you guys some type of a side view here. I kinda can't, okay? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab that doorway about just underneath my chest. I'm gonna hinge, so I'm gonna soften my knees, work my hips back. My head is through, okay? I'm gonna work on relaxing that arm that I'm holding that doorway with. I'm gonna take that same foot and reach back with it. Pull my head down, I'm gonna hold 30 seconds here. Then I'm gonna turn my belly button towards that same side that my arm is extended on and pull my head through. And I'm gonna hold that for 30 seconds, okay? Release nice and slow. Do the same thing on the other side, okay? And once you guys have done doing that, you're gonna finish off with a little bit of a twisted cross, okay? So again, guys, remember the twisted cross. Don't overcomplicate this, okay? Lie flat on your chest, extend both arms like a T. Keep your right shoulder down on that ground. Use your left arm as a base. Take your left foot, bring it behind your right knee. If you want to increase the stretch, just walk that arm upwards. That is extended, and pull the chest to the ceiling, holding for 45 seconds to a minute on each side. So your mobility is couch, seal, shoulders, shoulder variations of a banded shoulder on the door, and the twisted cross. Okay, get your warm up there, got your mobility portion there. Now we're going into our workout, guys. So the way it's gonna go is you're gonna have a 5-minute window. So you need to have a running clock for this. Okay, it's 5 minutes of work followed by 2 minutes of rest. Okay, a little bit of a slight interval training here. We're trying to get outside. It's nice out. It's supposed to be nice out. Let's pray that it's nice enough so that we can run. But either way, in that 5-minute window, you're going to be asked to run 400 meters. Again, guys, you really don't want to be running more than, I would say, 3 minutes during this 5-minute piece. So whatever you have to do to keep that stimulus, okay, some people might do 400 meters in 1 minute and 45 seconds if they're really, really fast in sprinting, okay? Other people, it might take them 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 20 seconds, okay? Guys, but once you start going past 3 minutes, you're gonna lose a little bit of the stimulus to that workout. So I want you thinking, hey, I don't know if I can run 400 meters in 3 minutes, but I'm gonna use my first one as a test drive, and then for my next 3 rounds, because it's a 4-round thing, I'm gonna make sure I scale accordingly to make sure that I'm running for at least no longer than 3 minutes, but no less than 2 minutes. Does that make sense for you guys? That's kind of where you want to be, okay? Your faster runners are going to be right around 2 minutes, okay? A little people might fall off, be around 2.5. Some people might be close to that 3-minute mark. Either way, you do not want to be running for more than 3 minutes at a time, all right? So, 5-minute window. You go out, you run 400 meters, you come back in like a badass boss, you grab your dumbbell, and you're doing max dumbbell thrusters, guys. So if you want to make this extra challenging and you have 2 dumbbells, we'll hold those dumbbells in that front rack position like we always have with our elbow and our wrist in a straight line. Okay, make sure we utilize our hips and legs to drive that dumbbell over your shoulder. Okay, and that will look something like this. Core is tight, knees are out, chest is up. Don't collapse in the hole. Press. Squeeze your butt at the top. Make sure your arms are fully extended, nice and tight to your ears. Drop back to the shoulders and go. Okay? If you do not have 2 dumbbells or do not wish to do 2 dumbbells, simple. Grab here on both ends, elbow side to the body, full squat, press at the top. Same exact idea, guys. Alright? So, you go out, you run that 400 meters. Come back in, whatever time is left over in that 5-minute window, you got max dumbbell thruster. When that clock hits that 5-minute window, you got a 2-minute rest. So you're gonna be resting from 5 minutes to 7 minutes if you're gonna have a continuous clock going, okay? At that 7-minute mark, you're gonna head out again. In a 5-minute window, you're gonna have to run another 400 meters, and then you're gonna come in and do alternating dumbbell snatch, okay? So let's remember to keep our back nice and flat. Let's remember that it's essentially the same setup as a deadlift, but our feet are a little bit wider, kind of shoulder width apart. This dumbbell would cut our toes off in a straight line. That's where it kind of should be, and right in the middle of your feet, okay? Your hips go back, that dumbbell comes down, only one end has to touch the ground. Make sure we never round our back, okay? Start that lawnmower, we're gonna punch the sky all at once. Core is tight, arm is nice and tight to the ear. Okay, if you gotta pull yourself underneath it a little bit, go so, and then switch arms every time. So you can switch at the top, you can switch on the way down, or you can switch at the bottom. All right, guys? So, 400-meter run, max dumbbell snatch. Okay, so you got that in that 5-minute window, and then you simply just repeat the same process over again. You rest 2 minutes, another 5-minute window, 400-meter run, max dumbbell thrusters, rest 2 minutes, 400-meter run, max dumbbell snatch. Okay, so it's essentially 2 rounds of each, alternating movement between each round. I think this is gonna get a little spicy. I wasn't able to try this one today, but I look forward to hearing the comments from you guys. I hope this is going well, guys. Let's hang in there. Let's all remember that we're a family. We gotta get through this together, through the good times, through the bad times. Love you guys all. Thanks for everything.